Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Going to work today because I didn't win the lotto. I don't know about you. Actually, I don't think anybody won it. It's over 500 million now, the big mega million. So, yeah, it means you got to go in, right? Although if I did win, I would just take a few days to get a few things in order and then I'd probably go right back at them because I like my job. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message, I'm going to depart a little bit from the norm. Um, this past weekend, I let a bunch of folks know that next week I'm going to be singing the national anthem at a Round Rock Express game. Um, Kind of a bucket item list for me. I've wanted to sing the national anthem at a pro game for a long time. Finally, going to get my chance. A couple of my bucket list items are related to that, related to pro baseball. One is throwing out the first pitch. Well, that ain't happening. At least not at this game. But I am getting to sing the national anthem. It's going to be great. My family's going to be there, and I suspect my wife will be videoing, if not doing a Facebook Live on it. So it's going to be fun. A little nerve wracking because, there's a lot of things that could go wrong on a song that everybody knows, but not everybody can sing and get all the words right. I think nerves might take over in the moment for some. Uh, I'm actually strangely relaxed about it. But in thinking about it, I got thinking about the circumstances of the anthem and how it was written and when it was written. It was literally written during a battle, um, War of 1812, Battle of Fort McHenry, um, Francis Scott Key. Literally saw the bombs bursting in air, and so it got me thinking about a lot of the things behind being an American, uh, a lot of the symbolism, a lot of the things that we say, the things that we profess, the things that we do. And I mean, you go back to the founding of the country, the Declaration of Independence. Those men were literally signing their death warrant when they said that they were pledging their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. Um, we as Americans, we believe in pledges. We believe in stating who we are and why we believe things. One of my earliest memories that I think in no small part helped cement a lot about who I am were it was the pledge that we said before every football game when I was a kid. Now, back then, of course, it was the boys' club. Now it's the boys and girls club. But it was pretty straightforward. I believe in God and the right to worship according to my own faith and religion. I believe in America and the American way of life, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I believe in fair play, honesty, and sportsmanship. I believe in my boys' club, which stands for these things. That has stuck with me. I still have it committed to memory. The funny thing is, I played more years of baseball. I played football, as a kid, uh, third grade through seventh grade in the boys' club league, and then after that, played in eighth grade, and then played all 4 years of high school. I played baseball from first grade through eighth grade, and we had a pledge, and we said it before games. I don't remember it at all, so I don't know why that one the one from the boys club just resonated so much for me. Um, I think probably because it had a an American bent, an American slant, an American focus. I believe in God and the right to worship. I mean, that's First Amendment time right there. According to my own faith and religion, I believe in America and the American way of life, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. You know, when I was saying that as a kid, I didn't know I was going to end up being a political science major. I didn't know I was going to spend most of my adult life working in public service, working for the state. Um, I don't know why did all of that resonate so much for me? You know, my fraternity, my fraternity cred, Phi Sigma Kappa, we've got a creed, um, and it was something that we would say quite often. You know, history and future of my country, was part of that creed. But also, it talks about honor. Again, that goes back to what those men said in the Declaration of Independence, pledging their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor. So, what does that mean on a Monday to y'all? Well, also over the weekend and last week, um, and this is not a political comment, so get that out of your head right now. But as you know, the Democratic National Convention concluded, and during and after, just and I'm guilty of this too. I posted a lot of things on my personal Facebook page. Um, we all think one way or another that the the version of right and wrong, the version of tribalism, the version of partisanship that we particularly think is right, and it can be very easy to get into a us versus them sort of mindset. And I'm I'm probably still going to post political stuff on my personal page, but I hope people who know me hope know well enough that I don't mean any of it personally. You can think whatever you want, and I'm not going to think that you're a bad person. I'm not going to think that you are somehow less of an American or that you believe in the Constitution less than I do. These are different ideas. Um, it struck me, though, in reading the family's comments about RFK and what he decided to do, about how they were saying that he was going against their father's ideals and also their uncle's ideals. When you melt it down, fiscally, who's closer to JFK? I mean, JFK was a tax cuts guy. Now, granted, he was more on the Keynesian side, and Trump is more on the supply side. But tax cuts are tax cuts. Um, so, on a fiscal level, uh, anyway, bottom line is, at the end of the day, we are all still Americans, and because of that First Amendment, the right to worship, the right to speak, the right to congregate, the right to join groups and clubs and whatever. I'm not just playing lip service to this. There are more things that unite us ultimately than divide us. So think about it. Believing in God, the right to worship, and that's also the right to not worship according to your own faith and religion or according to your lack thereof. Belief in America, the American way of life, the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I'm going to pledge my life, my fortune, and my sacred honor. America is worth it. And for whatever it's worth, whatever my words are worth, that's what I'm thinking today. That's what I've been thinking all weekend long. And if you're in the Austin area, hey, come on out to the Round Rock game Sunday. You'll either hear a okay rendition of the national anthem, or maybe you'll see me fall flat on my face. In, in either way, either case, hey, you're going to get to see a ball game, right? God bless America. Baseball. apple pie. Come on out, and remember, there's more things that unite us as Americans than separate us. That's today's Red Mike message, and that's as close as I'm going to get to being partisan. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you will give me a like, a follow, and a share. I hope you will come back tomorrow. I'll be back on business stuff tomorrow. I just felt moved today and had to talk about this. And there's again, I would appreciate a like, a follow, and a share. I'll see you tomorrow. And until next time, life is short. Drink the bourbon.